I wrote a few things on the board, and I was like, all right, I'm going to wait and see if more news comes out. Because I'm not just going to do news of the day videos this time of year. There's enough stuff that happens that they don't all get their own video, but at the same time, it's not really technically news of the day when I'm probably going to be doing another one later, is my guess. Craig Berube, well, it's official. The interim tag is removed. The interim tag was removed for Berube right after this team got into a playoff spot, as far as I'm concerned. But I think somebody in the organization wanted to leave it as it was. The players were rallying around him. Things were going really well. There was no need to worry about signing him to an extension for next year and beyond when they knew he was going to come back. He knew he was going to come back, and now he's got a 3-year contract with the St. Louis Blues. Very, very, very smart move by St. Louis. So they win the cup. Now they're going to keep their coach, which Washington had issues with last year. So St. Louis removes the interim tag, which I knew. Yeah, and I saw some people saying, oh, it's an insult that he's still the interim coach. They're in the finals. Why does it still say interim? Why are people taking shots at Berube? He was the interim coach officially until today. Now he is officially the St. Louis Blues head coach moving forward. Interesting note, the Tampa Bay Lightning have made the first entry-level contract signing take place since the draft, which is Nolan Foote. So who saw that coming? That Nolan Foote would be the first one out of his draft class to sign a contract. As far as I know, he's the first one. And it's interesting in that Nolan Foote didn't project as a first rounder on very many lists at all. I think I only saw him on one. And he has a lot to work on. But you know what? Tampa Bay clearly is sold on him. He must be sold on the city. And we'll see if they think he might be more ready for the NHL than scouts and the rest of the hockey world does. I wanted to throw in a few other interesting notes from this year's schedule as well. I did mention opening night in the last video. I'm going to mention a few of the other interesting games. Mosaic Stadium in Regina will be a host to the Heritage Classic October 26th when Calgary will play Winnipeg. We don't know what jerseys they're going to wear yet, but that's going to be a very, very interesting game. Now, of course, both teams have throwback thirds. Well, they have the Heritage jersey in Winnipeg, and you have the throwback third in Calgary. They could definitely wear those. My guess is they'll wear something else. That's my guess. Now, whether or not Calgary might bring out that wonderful maroon and yellow striped jersey that they had years ago and redo a version of that, whether Winnipeg might do the other Jets logo, the one between the one they use on their Heritage currently and the one that they use as the regular logo right now, this sucker, we'll see. But I think there's money to be made. I mean, a design to be brought, and I would expect to see something different for that game. October 4th, if you're going to be in Prague in the Czech Republic, you can watch Chicago and Philly go at it. And November 8th and 9th, if you're in Stockholm, you can watch Buffalo and Tampa play a home and home. They'll alternate who the home team is, who gets last change and all that in those games. So November 8th and 9th for Buffalo and Tampa, and October 4th for Chicago and Philly. Those are your overseas games. Other worthy of note items from today come out of Winnipeg, where Joe Morrow and Nathan Beaulieu will not get qualifying offers. So again, as I mentioned earlier today, you have a restricted free agent. You can offer him a contract, but it has to be a certain amount of money. And in Beaulieu's case, he has not played up to his contract, so the qualifying offer would be too high. And I agree with the Beaulieu, I should say, not being brought back. Morrow kind of surprises me because I don't think Morrow would have been that much. But I guess Winnipeg wants to move in another direction. Maybe this means Samu Niku gets a shot at the roster nightly starting this fall. I've liked Niku when he's been called up. Let's hope that he gets that chance. And this does mean that they get added to Ben Hutton, who earlier today I did the video talking about how he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. These are depth guys, strictly. But I would not be surprised to see Vancouver with Morrow or Beaulieu and bring them in, much like the rumors that they're interested in Nemeth. Vancouver seems to want to revamp their blue line pretty much in its entirety. I would not be surprised to see 3 guys on the Vancouver blue line who are not currently Canucks by the time October rolls around. The thirst to make things better seems to be strong. And for Winnipeg, cap. you've got to keep things under the cap. They're dealing with Connor, Line among other contract issues, and you don't want to get caught up with what, like 2.5-3 million for Beaulieu. So we'll see what happens with Winnipeg this offseason. They're one of those teams that are kind of interesting for cap reasons. And this is one of those cap moves. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't be surprised when I show up in your subscriptions feed again later on today when something else takes place. And again, I wanted to get this up now because Craig Berube being extended is a feel-good story to just top off what has been an amazing feel-good story with the St. Louis Blues. And yeah, he'll be there for quite a while. I would think St. Louis, it would have to be something disastrous for him not to be their coach for at least the next 3 years. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And thank you guys so much for all your support and for helping with the channel's explosive growth that I've seen over the last few weeks. I have noticed. Thank you guys again. I'll talk to you again soon.